Alright, today is August 20th and I have finally begun packing for my move to Florida. I leave here in just over 2 days, I think. Still got a long ways to go, but I was just going to run through what I got here. I got my tech bag down here. This is where I'm going to put my computer, my Vision Pro, all that stuff. In here, I got some lightsabers and some room decor, more props for costumes here, pin board for pin trading, of course, and some blades for the lightsabers. Then I also have my tool bag, just some everyday tools. Not sure what all I'll need down there, just in case. In here I have my camera equipment as well as phone chargers, extra cables, stuff like that. And then last but not least, I do have a clothes bag started here as well. Don't have much in it yet, got a long ways to go there, but we're just getting started and really hope that we can fit all this in my car. We'll find out. Okay, another thing that we need to do here before we get going is go and get a car wash. Volt's looking a little bit dirty, so let's head on over to IQ and get this thing cleaned up before we head out. Alright, car is all nice and clean now, so let's head back in, finish some last minute packing, and see what all we got left. Okay, believe it or not here, we did manage to fit everything here in my trunk. We got quite the load here. We do have a spot here. This is for James's bag. We're picking him up tomorrow on the way, but got everything fit in here. Got one more bag that I got to bring in tomorrow morning, but we got some space for that up front. First up, we are stopping in Atlanta. That's where we're going to stay the night tomorrow night. We're leaving tomorrow around 4 a.m. About a 12.5-hour drive to Atlanta, staying there at the Atlanta Marriott Marquise. Can't wait for that. We'll see you in the morning. 3:45 a.m. and we are officially on the road. First stop is Tulsa. Let's get going. We have arrived at the Atlanta Marriott Marquise. I think that's how you pronounce it. Maybe Marquis, that S might be silent. Not quite sure. But let's head on up here and take a look. Some of you Marvel fans might recognize this hotel as something else. The Atlanta Marriott, aka the Time Variance Authority. This building is just so remarkably unique. And the architecture is crazy. I've walked around just a little bit here. Look at how high up that goes. This, of course, was used for the filming of Loki Season 1. I'm not sure if they used it at all in Season 2, but this area right here was where the 3 timekeeper statues stood, and they went up there alongside the elevator shafts. But just look at the scale of this building. Absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, let's head up to our room, take a look at our room, see what it looks like. I believe we have dinner somewhere tonight. I'm not quite sure where, to be honest. We'll have to look around and see. But we'll definitely explore more of this building here and see what it looks like. Looks like we got a bar over here to the side. I think our room's on the back side over there. So let's check out our room, see what the view from our room is like. I feel like these escalators are backwards. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like usually you go down on that side and then up over here. But could just be me, but I feel like it's backwards. Wait until we get around this corner here, guys. Look at this view. We are on the 23rd floor, if I didn't say already. Got a view at the elevators here. We're going to go on down a little bit further so you can see the elevator shafts and stuff. It's kind of hard to see straight down because of this railing here, and same with seeing up because there's one up top as well. But let's take a look at this here. There's your elevators, and there's your look all the way down to the lobby from the 23rd floor. I believe it is about a 54-story building, I think is what it was. It was either 54 or 56, something like that. Crazy. Let's get all the way down here on this side and take a look at it. Okay, here we go, bottom to top. That is a lot of floors. Can definitely feel the TVA vibe here for those Marvel fans. Crazy. Let's check out the pool here, see what all they have to offer. Looks like a pool bar, pool, probably a hot tub, I'm sure. Very nice pool area out here. Looks like we got some cabanas here. A few of them have some reserve signs on them, so I'm guessing that you can reserve them. Got an outdoor portion here, and then you can see from our room actually, this area here that goes inside, there's a retractable roof up there, and they can open and close that based on the weather. I'm sure it is open today. Pretty nice outside. I think it's around 80 something. There's a view of the Westin there off in the distance. Surprisingly empty right now, to be honest. Looks like all these side doors can be opened and closed once again based on the weather. You can see, well, you can't see from here, but up in the center there's that retractable roof that I was talking about. Looks like some shower and changing areas as well. That's always nice. Small little hot tub over there, nothing too big, but it'll get the job done. A little bit different of a view here from the back side of the elevator shafts as we exit the pool building. I believe this right here is where we are dining tonight. It's called Sear, here in the atrium level of the Marriott. Here's that bar that we were looking at earlier, another restaurant off that way called High Velocity. Let's go and see what we got for dinner tonight. Nice little waiting area here inside of Sears. We're getting ready to get seated. We have reservations, so shouldn't be a problem, but the restaurant seems pretty much empty anyway. Looks like you got a view straight into the kitchen over here as well. It's always neat to see. All right, here we are at our table at Sear. Let's see what we got on the menu for tonight. There's your appetizers, along with your soups and salads. And then your main entrees over here. And then your desserts as well. All right, after a bit of a wait, here we are, our steak burger and some fries. Let's see how it tastes. Okay, here we are, 2304. Let's take a look at what our room looks like. As you can see here, obviously we've already been inside, but a very nice room here. It's a hotel room, nothing too special, but it looks really nice. And the view, it's a little bit darker now, so it's probably hard to see here. But a great view of downtown Atlanta all the way around here. Let me turn off some of these lights, see if it's easier to see out, show you a better look at the view here. Okay, here we go, a little bit darker now. So you can probably see it a little bit better. Got some more hotels up this way. That circular building there on the far right is the Westin. Just a great view of the whole skyline here, as well as that downtown Atlanta traffic. We dealt with that earlier. We'll have it one more time in the morning, but it wasn't terrible, to be honest. I mean, it's never fun, but it could have been worse. Now that we are all checked in here to Port Orleans, got our room and everything all settled in, we're just going to kind of walk around, explore the resort. None of us have ever been here. Definitely not anything like any of the other resorts I've been to so far, but I really like it so far. Straight wood access here, all wet, of course. It's Florida, so I'm also pretty sure it just rained. The ground seems pretty wet as well, so let's just walk around, see what we can find, explore the resort a little bit. Very nice resort so far, very outdoorsy, very nature-centered. I'm really liking it. Definitely different from anything else we've seen so far, but I enjoy it. Just left over by the main pool area. Now we're going to come up on the lobby and the rest of the, main building and stuff here in between Riverside and French Quarter. We got the boats here. I think that these go to Springs and maybe Epcot and Hollywood Studios. I'm not quite sure. But great views all around here. Very, very uniquely themed. Got the big water wheel outside of the river market here, or the Riverside Market, sorry. Lots of great stuff. Let's go see if we can find anything on the inside that catches our eye. Just outside of Boatwright's dining hall here. Looking for the gift shop areas and the rest of that stuff. I believe that's going to be right over here by the Sassagoula Steamboat Co. There's the boat dock and everything that we were looking at from the other side of the bridge. I think we are going to try to go to Springs later. Not 100% sure yet, but if so, we'll see if we can take these boats over to Springs. Got the pedal car rent over here as well. You can rent some cars, go all around Port Orleans. All right, and here is the main lobby over at Riverside. Very nice. A little bit similar to Caribbean Beach in my opinion. That's kind of where my head goes at first, but nice lobby. Almost like a mix of Caribbean Beach and Grand Floridian kind of mixed together. Got the arcade, which is back behind us. Coming up on the restaurant, I believe, over here, and then the general store, which is, of course, the gift shop for Port Orleans Riverside. Yeah, it looks like we got a lounge area here, and then the main restaurant down here. Just a light drizzle here as we walk around the river. Heading over to French Quarter now. Didn't see anything that stood out in the gift shop. I mean, there's some nice stuff, but we're not really looking to buy a bunch of stuff, so walking on over to French Quarter. I believe this area is part of French Quarter, right? I think it is. Architecture definitely looks more French Quarter, if I do say so myself. So let's see what they got over there. I don't know if we're getting beignets right now. That was one of the main reasons that my mom wanted to stay here, was for the famous Mickey beignets over at Scat Cats. So we'll see if we get any. What'd she find? Berries? What'd you find?
Can you eat them?
Can you eat them?
Are they edible?
I don't know. Why don't you find out?
Like,
I give you superhero
TikTok
powers.
and Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to fly after that.
I'm gonna guess probably not. After just a short little walk here, we have made it on over to French Quarter. Really like the style of buildings here, very colorful. I like the railing and everything, these little garden areas out in front of the buildings. And then you got the river on this side with the boats that you can take over to Springs. Very nice, I enjoy it. Here in the main courtyard area, heading into the gift shop here, Jackson Square, it looks like this one is called. Let's see what they got. Look at this, the main atrium here over at French Quarter. Got the Scat Cat over here and the main restaurant and the gift shop back behind us. Fountain here in the middle. Very nice atmosphere here. I love the vibe of the place. Love the fountain and the glass walls and ceiling. Definitely unique to any other resort that we've been to here on Disney property. Looks like they have Halloween beignets as well. Let's look at this. Ghoulish beignets, as they call it. Dusted with cookies and cream, powdered sugar. That could be good. Very nice little area here at the Scat Cats Club. Got some vinyl records up here on the walls, some instruments. Very neat. Let's go get our beignets, see how they taste. All right, here they are, the famous Port Orleans French Quarter Mickey beignets. Let's give them a taste, see what they're like, see if they live up to all the hype. All right, just finished our beignets here. Second time I've ever had a beignet. The only other beignet I've had was on board the Disney Wish at the Bayou Lounge. These were way better than that. These were so good. My mom said that the beignets from Jazz Kitchen over in downtown Disney and Disneyland she liked better, but these were really good. Mixing the caramel sauce and the chocolate sauce, definitely my recommendation, but I can guarantee I'll be back here on this trip. Well, trip for them, not really trip for me, but you know what I mean. We'll be down here soon. We are now heading on over to Disney Springs. We're gonna take the riverboat. First time I've been on these boats here, but I think they said they only run till about 7:30, so we're gonna have to take the bus back for sure, but we'll take the boats over there. I don't know if I'm gonna film much there. We're just gonna do some shopping to get some other stuff I need for my college program. We're gonna try to go to Gideon's. If we make it to Gideon's, I'll definitely record that for you. Don't really have any plans to see the drone show. You know, we might watch a little bit of it just walking around, but not really planning on going and sitting down and watching it. Passing by some cabins out here. I'm really not exactly sure where these are. My only guess is the Fort Wilderness cabins or just some bungalows for some other resorts. I'm not quite sure. If anybody knows, let me know. But there's a bunch of them all through the woods here. You can just barely see them through all the trees and brush and such. All right, a little bit of a change of plan here. There was some lightning in the area, which unfortunately does mean the riverboats have to dock. So we will be taking the bus over to Springs. These cabins here, they've got to be part of Port Orleans. I'm not sure. He called them the Tree House when he said that we were docking at this place, but really nice looking areas. It did say Disney Vacation Club, so these are DVC buildings here. But I mean, they're nice. The grill's outside, lots of decking around. Each of them is in kind of like a private alcove in the trees and everything. So Never heard of them, never seen pictures of them, but very nice. Okay, a couple of updates here. I think I already told you that we had to get off the boat because there was lightning strike closed, and so they put us on the bus to get us here. We made it to Springs. Quick update on those little cabins. Those are actually, it's called the Treehouse Villas at Saratoga Springs is where it is. So not part of Port Orleans, but it's part of Saratoga Springs. They are DVC, and they look really nice. I'd like to check them out sometime. They all have their own private little area with a grill, a deck up top. They looked really big. They also had parking right out front, which would be really, really nice. As you know, at the Disney resorts, parking can be a pain sometimes, so that'd be pretty cool to have. All right, let's see where we're headed first. Okay, we just finished a great dinner here at Chicken Guy, one of my favorite quick service places here in Springs. Very crowded, of course. I mean, it's Saturday night at Disney Springs, so nothing unexpected, but well worth it as always. Now we are heading back through a very crowded west side of Disney Springs here over to Salt and Straw to grab some ice cream. Dreams That Soar is about to start. And that's why it's so crowded back here, but it's just how it is. Like I said, Saturday night, Disney Springs, got to get used to it. Believe it or not, we are finally making it into Gideon's here at Disney Springs. Not long of a wait at all. We waited about 15 minutes, I'd say. We got to watch a little bit of the drone show up here in the sky. It was at an angle, of course, because we're facing the wrong direction, but still nice to have something in line. So let's head on into Gideon's for the first time and see what these cookies and other things look like. Here we are, Gideon's Bakehouse. First look inside here, first impression is it smells really good. It smells like cookies, other bakery items, all types of stuff. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit better for y'all. I think you can see it a little bit better like that. Very, I don't know how to describe it, to be honest, haunted house type. Kind of, really. I don't know, it looks really cool though. Here's a look in this display cabinet we passed here. Look at the bookshelves up here, the way they look like they're curling over, like maybe melting or just falling. So cool, very three-dimensional, of course. So cool, very three-dimensional looking. Just very unique. Here's a look at today's cookies. Key lime pie chocolate chip, banana bread chocolate chip, original chocolate chip, a dark coffee cake, and last but not least, a pistachio toffee chocolate chip. This red velvet cake here, that looks delicious. Wow. Red velvet with marshmallows, cookies and cream, and buttercream. There's another cake over here, looks kind of like an Oreo cake of some sorts. All right, here's the rest of the cookies. Got cookies and cream, triple chocolate chip, more of the original chocolate chip, peanut butter crunch, and then pistachio toffee chocolate chip. They all look really good. Today is Sunday the 25th. We have a nice and rainy evening here at Port Orleans. Thunder has been crazy. I'm sure you'll be able to hear it here in a second. Did a lot of shopping today. Went to the outlet mall. Tried to go to the Disney character warehouse, but the line was like over an hour long every time we went. So we like to skip that for now, but now we've just been back here enjoying the resort. I think in a little bit we're gonna go to Fort Wilderness, maybe try to walk around there. It's kind of weather dependent on whether or not the rain clears up here anytime soon. And then we do have dining reservations tonight. We are going to Yachtsman Steakhouse over at the Yacht Club. Probably try to catch a little bit of Luminous from there after we eat and just explore the resorts, watch the weather. Hopefully the rain clears up a little bit so we can get over to Fort Wilderness, but we will find out.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Epcot International Gateway. We're flying to Disney's Riviera Resort with a final stop at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Epcot and World Showcase. flight on